Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Who knew that reading about art could actually not be boring and make someone cry, like ugly cry? Hello everyone, it's Bea the Bibliophile. Yes, bibliophile, it's a word.
Bibliophile, noun, a person who collects or has a great love of books.
I am no professional book reviewer whatsoever, but I'm starting this just to express myself, and I think that's what most YouTubers start with, trying to express themselves rather than going for fame or what. Okay, so this is the book, but instead of reading the synopsis, I'll tell you guys the Goodreads synopsis. What it says on Goodreads is that Fess is a romantic story about two young people, Auburn and Owen, who both have difficult pasts they'd like to keep secret. When Owen hires Auburn to work in his art gallery, their immediate attraction is hard to ignore. For the first time in years, they each feel as if they found someone who understands them. I do not normally read romance unless it's by good authors such as Colleen Hoover or Sarah Dessen. At first I was like, why is she so popular in the Philippines? Because most of them stories are filled with cliches and love triangles, which makes me feel shallow about reading romance because, I could read other things. However, this book is different because I was engaged since the prologue. At first, I thought this book would be about a guy and a girl with problems, as usual, who eventually confess their love for each other at the end when their problems get solved. But no, it's much more than that. I love how this book promotes art appreciation and how it gave me this deep connection with Owen's paintings and how it showed how artists put a lot of emotion in what they create. Tips and disclaimers, read this book with a lot of tissues nearby because boy, you are gonna cry. So on to what I like. Before we go on to that, for those of you who haven't read the book yet, I suggest you pause and watch this video again soon because here comes the spoiler part. Okay, for those of you who read the book, OMG. First of all, what I liked about the book were how Owen's artworks were inspired by these confessions that random people make, and they just slip it in some paper, slide it under his door, and poof! Paint me, Colleen, you are brilliant. In fact, let me read some of the confessions that people brought to Owen's place. So one says, "Sometimes I wonder if being dead would be easier than being his mother. I went to China for 2 weeks without telling anyone. When I returned, no one knew I was gone." Oh, this one's funny. I want to imagine what the painting for this would look like. There's even a part when this guy confessed that he walked into a restaurant and he bought meals for these random people he didn't know just to see the reactions of them. And I was like, oh, that was really sweet. He actually wanted to do something good. So these confessions aren't all bad stuff. There could be good stuff. I liked how it was not 100% in chronological order because the prologue was like something and then the book started off with something else. I liked how Emery is such a great friend. It's like, whoa, she's crazy, but at the same time she's fun and she genuinely cares. So it was kind of like Nicole and Bea reimagined. Whoa, am I imagining myself as the main character? No. Owen Cat! I also liked how Owen never gave up, both in dealing with the situation with his father and Auburn. I also like Auburn's burning passion for her son because even though she got pregnant at a really young age, she moved from Portland to Texas at an early age just to be with her son. She gave up her education, she gave up her hopes and dreams, and even the guy she loved for a while, and had to be with this Claudius, Hamlet reference, to be with her son. I love how she always thought about him even though she wasn't with him all the time. Because she didn't have full custody of her son, of course. And heck, she even had to work 2 jobs just to pay for her lawyer. Things that I dislike. Lydia and Trey could go to hell. I also kinda wish I knew how Auburn's son felt. I mean, yes, I know he was at a young age, but hey, point of view while all the bickering and drama is going on. And did he really love his mom? Did he really want to be with his mom? That part kind of confused me. And Auburn, feminism, bro, she could have fought more. Yeah, I just feel like she could have fought more and followed her heart. The ending kind of made me suspicious. Like, love at first sight? Question mark? How all of a sudden Owen could like Auburn just by observing and seeing her dedication to her current boyfriend. Isn't that kind of weird and messed up? I don't know, but I have mixed feelings about this. I don't dislike a lot of things about this book. Just those confusions that I have. Overall thoughts. Earlier I mentioned something about Hamlet. The Hamlet reference on Claudius, because I kind of feel like Hamlet was recycled and somewhat put into the story with Auburn and Trey, because Trey is Owen's brother. Adam, the brother Adam, was like King Hamlet, and Trey was like this Claudius trying to steal Gertrude, who's Auburn. And what amazed me about this book is that it revealed to me how human beings work. It reminded me about the struggles of having to lie and knowing that there are consequences, but you have to still do so in order to thrive. I love how the point of views of both Auburn and Owen are well written. However, I do wish I saw more on how Auburn was feeling at that time. She was staring at those paintings to get more connection on art and to go back on the theme of art appreciation. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 on Goodreads. Despite the dislikes that I said, because that's only minimal, because it was truly a page turner. And not only a page turner, but also a tearjerker. I admire how Adam was able to let go. He understood that life will go on for Auburn. She has to move on. It's okay. He really loved her. It was true love because he wanted happiness for her. So for the moral of the story, don't judge a book by its cover. Yes, it may say confess. And yes, there is clearly going to be a confession, but don't judge a book by its cover, or in this case, title. The other moral or major theme is bouncing back despite adversities, despite past mistakes and loss. So for the quotable quotes, I'll read a few of my favorite quotes from this book, but I may or may not explain them. Saying goodbye to him is worth a few tears. He made me feel good about myself, so I won't allow myself to feel guilty crying about it. True love, guys! True love! Tell me something no one else in this world knows. Something I can keep for myself. I'll love you forever, even when I can't. I'll love you forever, even when I shouldn't. And kudos to Danny O'Connor, because I did a little bit of research and apparently he's the artist who came up with all of the lovely artworks in this story, such as this, that, and these. I love his art style. I love how he uses these colors that make the emotion feel deeper and more heartfelt. So that's it for my book review. My very first book review. I don't know if it was good or not, but I hope you still like and subscribe. I swear I will try to make my future book reviews better than this one. So yeah, thanks everyone. Peace.